to ask you about two of your draft picks who said they really didn't have the college careers maybe they wanted. Matt Jones, and then Kouandjio got hurt with his knees. Just wondered what your impressions are of those two kids so far.
Yeah, Matt's, the thing about Matt is you think of him as a big power type back, but really Matt's done some things out in space that have been very, very impressive. Making moves on the second level, getting to the second level in the passing game, running some option routes and on linebackers. He's done some good things. He got natural hands. So we've been very impressed with both of them. Kouandjio is a detailed guy. He loves football, man. He practices hard. He wants to hear every ounce of criticism, every ounce of coaching that he can get, and he tries to translate that onto the next rep. And a great kid, both of them. But, for the first three practices, I don't want to sound overly optimistic, but I am with those two guys. They've done some good things.
Under the previous staff and your staff, Alfred got vast majority of the carries. Can you really see cutting back on his carries and giving Matt a lot of work this year?
Yeah, we'll see. That's what training camp's for, the preseason games, and Alfred's a darn good halfback. In order to take carries off of him, you got to show a lot. And so far, Matt's taken the right steps to, take a little bit of the load off of Alfred. But, like I said before, Alfred's our feature back, obviously. But in the NFL nowadays, it's important to have 2-3 guys that can, carry the ball. If you want to commit to running the football, you got to have a couple guys that can tote it. So, Matt will just add to the number.
Jay, Crowder, again, everybody's talked about his punt return ability, but specifically as a route runner, I know that's one of the things Scott liked on tape when you guys drafted him. What have you seen so far in a limited time on Crowder route running?
Yeah, the thing about him is he's got great football IQ, and if you're a slot receiver, you need that. You need to know how to run routes against different leverage points. And he's done some good things outside too, but in order to be a good, effective slot receiver, you got to be able to feel zones and man and inside technique, outside technique, bump head up outside, and then know how to set them at the top of your break. And right now he's shown that he can take what we're teaching in the classroom and translate it effortlessly to the playing field. And he's got good, strong hands, and obviously based on what we saw on the college tape, we know going across the middle, he's got no fear. Obviously, we're not hitting right now, so it might be a little skewed, but based on what we saw in college, we know that he's a tough guy over the middle. So he's got all the traits that you want in a slot receiver, and obviously he's a heck of a punt returner.
And just as a follow-up to Dave's question about Arie Kouandjio, I know you wanted that one-on-one matchup with, I forget who the defensive lineman was,
yeah.
And you were very happy with what Kouandjio specifically gave you there. When you challenge a guy like that to see him respond, does that tell you anything about him maybe a little bit more than maybe you were originally expecting?
Yeah, we kind of knew. I kind of knew he'd step up to the challenge, but that's just the way he is. And, I think I'll do it again this afternoon, and hopefully the defensive lineman gets a little bit better rush on him. But, to be able to step up to the challenge is what football's all about, man, because you're going to get challenged every day, every rep. And, come training camp time, we're going to have Pay go against them one time, and then here comes Hatcher, and then it's going to be some tough days for them. But as long as they continue to work hard and take the good with the bad, take the coaching, good things will happen for all of them.
Blake Sims, who's a guy who was a quarterback, probably as high profile as they get, and now he's auditioning to be one of your backup running backs. How do you go about helping a guy make that transition?
Well, Randy Jordan's done a good job with him. He's come in and he looks like he's been playing a position for a while. He just got to get his pads down a little bit, but we don't have pads on. But he runs a little upright, but he's got some natural running ability. You saw that in college at the quarterback position when he breaks contain. I never ever saw the first guy tackle the guy. He always made the first guy miss and the second guy miss, and he always got the 4 or 5 yards needed for the first down. And he's got some natural running ability, and it's good to see him out here. We'll get another good look at him today and see what happens.
Let's start with the new running style. You got some power guys coming in. You got some offensive linemen coming in. Obviously, Alfred's your starter, but what does he have to do to maybe adapt to the way you're steering this running game?
He's a runner. Runners can adapt to anything. We've run inside zone before. We've run power before here. So it's just really not a lot of change. We just might add a few more different wrinkles off of those schemes is all it is. So Alfred can do it all. Alfred's proven to be a good outside zone runner, but also he's done a good job at the inside zone. He's done a good job at the inside zone with the zone read attached to it. We ran power a few times. They ran it before I got here. We ran it last year. He's done good at that. So the key to being a good back is having the flexibility and the versatility to run different schemes, inside, power, gap, whatever you want to call them, outside zone, catching the tosses, and then being able to catch the ball when asked to and protect. So Alfred's been proven he can do them all, and Matt Jones has shown in the first couple of days that he's a candidate to do them all also.